the boot. Pretty sweet. It is. There's the toe box. It's the tread. Here's the other side. Here's the back. And here's the inside. Can you see anything? I don't know if you can see anything or not. So yeah, obviously very well made boot. I was going for durability. I think this was the best choice for durability. Only time is going to tell. The pinky took some damage. That's the only difference from the last video, is this pinky has took some damage. Yeah, that's all. Alright, so a couple of things. This is after 15 hours. The unboxing video before, that was brand new. Just wore them around the house. Yeah, not a lot of damage on these things. The threads coming out there on the stitching, I don't have any concerns about that. The soles, I think I have the Hard Rock S3 pegs. Not the most aggressive pegs, but maybe a little bit of wear there. Not much. No concerns. No concerns at all. Alright, so initially from the first impression, I had a few concerns. When you put the boot on, okay, so first off, I'm gonna give him my honest opinion about them. I'm not gonna say that they're the best or you should go buy these, because I like them so much. I haven't wore every boot out there, so I may like something else better. I just don't know that. But from my research and what I came up with, this was the most durable option, and it was waterproof, and that's what I wanted. That's what I was after. I'm not saying the other ones aren't. This is just what I picked and what I went with. So initially, my concerns were when you buckle the boots on my feet. I had a little bit of pressure point right around the ankle bone, and kind of that second buckle, I had a little bit of a pressure point there. So I was wondering, maybe is that a break-in thing? Do I break it in? Maybe it'll wear in a little bit better, which it did. And just the overall comfort after you wear a certain boot for 100 plus hours. My Tech 7s are clapped out. I don't even know. I've had them for 2 seasons. I put 200 hours on my last bike. I probably had over 200 hours in these boots. So they were absolutely clapped out, but they were comfortable. Maybe not the most protective, but they were pretty comfortable. So going from that to this thing's stiff. I was wondering how will they feel after some use. My questions were answered. It took about 10 hours or so before I felt comfortable. It took a minute to get comfortable for me. So the first time I wore them out on the bike, I was doing a race, a 2-hour hare scramble, black ankle, in the Mid-East series here in North Carolina. I couldn't ride worth the crap. Every time I'd hit the brake, I would stab the brake. Every time I would go to shift a gear, I would hit false neutral because I couldn't click up high enough. Didn't have that issue in my Tech 7s. It's not the boot's fault, it's just how my bike's set up. So after that race, that's not an excuse or anything. I did just fine. I adapted on the fly. But after the race, I knew what I wanted to do to help make it easier to ride with the boot. So I moved my gear shifter down 1 spline, and I moved my brake pedal down just a little bit, and I actually flattened the toe pad. I actually bent the toe pad on my brake my brake just a little bit this way to help the contact feel a little easier. And after I've done that, I haven't had any issues with how I feel on the bike. It was a little weird also because these are a little bit taller than Tech 7s, just a little. And when you squeeze the bike, it feels kind of like these are a little bulkier, I guess because they're sitting up a little higher on the bike. Not a complaint. That was just something I had to get used to as well. Are they hot? No, they're not hot. I had read something about them being, since they're Gore-Tex, they might be hotter. I don't have any problems with hot boots. My feet get hot, but it's not like they're overwhelmingly hot. But we're not in the middle of summer right now. This is March. We're getting into the springtime, so I don't think that'll be a concern of mine, honestly. I don't really pay attention to that. So what else we got? The feel was good after you break them in. The feeling on the pegs, they feel good to me. The buckles. Haven't had any issues with the buckles. Once or twice, this bottom buckle has come undone. I think that's just me setting up, not having the tightness right on the buckle. No issues with the buckles. I have kind of smaller legs, and I haven't done it yet, but I need to move this in a screw hole, at least a screw hole, so I can Velcro it a little tighter and buckle a little bit more snug on my calf. I do like that, how you can adjust that. As far as the weight goes, somebody said they were heavy over the cities. They're probably heavier than the cities. I don't know. Never had a pair of cities. They're 9.5 pounds. I weighed them. My Tech 7s, I think, are about 10 pounds, but they have a little bit of mud on them, and they're clapped, and yeah. So weight, not really a concern. As far as the waterproofing goes, which is the main reason why I really got the boot, I went to Brushy Mountain and did some creek riding. I stood in some water about this high, which is below the dust seal. The dust seal, or the water seal, is all the way up, about flush with this top buckle. A little bit higher than my Tech 7s. But yeah, I was standing in the water about like this. No problems with water seeping in. Maybe later on down the road, once you wear the boot in, you'll tear your boot and you will get some water seeping in. But so far I haven't had a wet foot, so I'm happy with that. Contact pads. Probably one of my favorite things about the boot is how big the contact pad is. And over the Tech 7s, the contact pad is pretty good on those, but this is, I feel like, more flatter, less design things, that less edges. And on the Tech 7s, I noticed once they started wearing out, the edges were catching my bike a lot, and that was super annoying. But yeah, I don't think I'll have that issue with this boot because we have such a broad contact side. Yeah, like that a lot. Overall, I think I'm happy with my purchase. I'd probably do it again. I may try a pair of cities next time just to say I've tried them and just see if I like them, because I heard good things about those too. So yeah, I think that's about it. Go buy you a pair. If you're thinking about it, just do it. Just pull the trigger. It's only $700. You can't take it with you when you die, so just do it. Alright, peace out. Pinkies out. Peace.